Hello.
Tabla.
Oh, guitar.
Uh, let's not take percussion instruments for the time being. String instruments or wind
Sitar.
instruments. Ah,
Guitar.
okay. Sitar,
Harmonium.
Guitar.
harmonium, and guitar. Okay. Oh, let's take one wind instrument.
Harmonium is a wind
ocarina.
instrument, no?
Three instruments are enough. Of course, we can state a lot more. I wanted one wind instrument. Flute. By flute, I mean the bansuri, not the western flute.
But harmonium, isn't the harmonium also a wind instrument?
Yeah.
Like you
Okay.
press that
Correct.
thingy.
Okay. Okay. Then let us change one to a western instrument. So we'll change the harmonium into a guitar. Okay, so two string instruments and one wind instrument. Okay, in all of these three instruments, it is possible to play the note. Which note? Give me one note which can be played on all three. Any note.
C.
B.
Middle C.
Middle C. Okay, let's say middle C. Middle C corresponds to which note in Hindustani?
Sa.
I think it's written like that, right? Sa. Okay. And we should try this out. Okay, in the next class, I request people to get some musical instruments. We should try this out. We should do it. But I'm suggesting kind of like what are we going to do in the next class. So this is from that point of view. So all of these three instruments, in fact, most musical instruments, if not all musical instruments, would be able to play this particular frequency, the middle C or the Sa, which corresponds incidentally to what frequency, any idea?
256 Hertz.
256. So this is the pitch and this is the frequency, 256 Hertz.
See, it's not 256 Hertz, it's something close to it.
Yeah, approximately. It's all approximately. Okay. And I don't know, it may be a multiple of that, the second multiple of that, or I don't know. It's corresponding to 256 Hertz. Okay. Now, would you say that since the frequency that is being played is 256 Hertz or near to 256 Hertz, it is logical to conclude therefore that you would not be able to make out the difference between these three sounds playing the same note.
You will, right? You
Right.
can.
If you think it in terms of frequency as being just the number of oscillations that something is performing, right? Then a sitar, a guitar and a flute to us would sound exactly the same. But is that a fact?
Oh,
Obviously not, isn't it? Anybody, even without any knowledge of any musical instruments, would at least be able to say that the sounds are being produced by three different instruments. Correct? And anybody who is trained, the only confusion that I can think of is possibly between sitar and guitar because both are stringed instruments. But of course, anybody who is trained or has heard music before will know the difference between what is a sitar and what is a guitar. So my question to you is, why does this difference come about? What is it that gives it the qualitative difference from which we are able to say that the same frequency, the same note, approximately the same frequency, hence therefore the same note, is being played by three different instruments? And we can also add something else to it. We can add a piano, let's say. We can add a violin, anything. And of course, the human voice. All of these, I was going to say instruments, but the human voice, okay, we can call the human voice also as an instrument for the time being. All of them can produce the middle C, but there will be absolutely no problem for anybody to distinguish between these sounds. If with a little bit of training and a little bit of background knowledge, you will even be able to guess which instrument is being played. How come? How does that happen?
Maybe the displacement, like how the particles move about their mean positions. Maybe the frequency of it
That
is
would just
same.
be the amplitude. No, that would just be the amplitude. Let us say that all of them are being played through an amplifier, and therefore they are all being produced at the same amplitude for you. When you are hearing it, you are hearing it at the same volume. In fact, all of these instruments that I have put over here, they more or less can be heard at the same volume live when you are hearing it in front. So, what is the qualitative difference that happens when different instruments play the same note? This is the question that when we answer, we will get the what is the meaning of timbre. Okay. So how do we go about doing it? But before that, like any guesses, any other guesses? Ishan attempted to make a guess. Any other guesses?
Yeah.
Abhi, the question is that you have these five different instruments and the human voice. 6 things that can produce the middle C or the sa. Is that the right pitch? Will it sound like the right pitch? Is that the sa or did I get it wrong?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah. So all the other instruments and the human voice can produce it. Now the question is that if the pitch is corresponding to the frequency, which is approximately 256 hertz, why is it that anybody with very little training and just some amount of experience of having heard these instruments in the past will not get confused that the notes are being produced by different instruments? If it is only the frequency that causes the sensation in our ears, then there should be no difference between all of these things when they play the same note. So what causes that quality that tells us this is a violin, this is a guitar, this is a flute, and this is a human voice? So I'm asking for any theories that can help us understand this. So what I'm saying is that the frequency and the amplitude of the instruments and the voice have all been matched. Now what is the difference? I mean, unless you know, it's a little hard to kind of guess the reason why this happens. I suggest that you read ahead, particularly if you have conceptual physics, you read in that, it will be less confusing in that than in Selena. But read through that. But what we will do in the next class is, some of you bring a musical instrument which is available with you. Okay? Who will bring a sitar? Who has a sitar easily, you can bring it to the class. Nobody there?
I have a sitar.
Who is I? Krishna.
Krishna.
Can you bring it to the class? I don't need you to perform anything. I just need you to play one note. That's all. Nothing
Yeah.
else. Okay. Who can get a guitar?
I can.
Who's that?
Me.
Ami, you will get the guitar.
What?
Does anybody have a bansuri by chance? Or a recorder? A recorder would also do.
I think we do.
Who
My
is-
dad used to. Krishna.
Okay. So you can bring the bansuri. I'll bring the recorder. I think I have a recorder lying around in the house somewhere. I'll bring that.
I'm not sure of it though, sir.
Yeah. Sorry?
I'm not sure of it.
So I'll bring the recorder. Does somebody have a synthesizer, a piano, an electronic piano?
I think I have one. I think.
Yeah, look for it. You have.
Okay.
Isha has one. She can bring it. You also look for yours. Violin is a bit too much, and we will use some of the human voices that are there over here. So what we need to do is we need to do something called a Fourier analysis on the sound. Okay. I'll explain the Fourier analysis later. It's called Fourier transformations. It comes from the field of mathematics and breakthrough thing that happened. Uh, but basically, a CRO will help us in doing that. But the CRO that I have, we have a CRO in our lab. It's a very primitive CRO. It cannot do any analysis. It can only show something to us. But it so happens that Audacity can do that for us. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it can. So what we will do is we will play these tunes and we will look at the waveform that is produced from these sounds, just to begin with. Okay? We see the waveforms and then we will proceed from there. We will try to go from the waveforms and see what is it that is different between a sitar and a flute when they play the same note. And we can also, of course, bring the tuning fork itself. The tuning fork will play the purest pitch. And we can compare these waveforms and then see what there is. Okay. Just for those who are interested to know a little bit more, you can look for this Fourier analysis. There's an interesting video that has been made out of this Fourier analysis by I think the same guy I was talking about yesterday, 3 Blue 1
Blue One Brown.
Yeah. So if you look at that video a little carefully, then you will be able to understand what is the meaning of timbre and quality of sound. Why different musical instruments and the voice produces different distinct sounds while playing the same frequency. So if you do that in the next class, then we can actually do it live and see the differences. Okay. So is this clear so far? What we are attempting to do? We are over the time, so we'll stop now. We will meet again in the next class with the instruments and see where it goes. I don't know how it's going to work. I have done this in live class. We have brought instruments to the laboratory and tested it out. But online, I do not know how successful it will be. We will see how it goes.